UIC library site. Today we're going to go over how to use the database CINAHL. As a reminder, the library site is library.uic.edu. To use CINAHL, we click on Databases. I can either go to C and scroll down, or I can type it in here. Here's CINAHL. Now, before we start searching, we need to know what our question is. I find it helps to write down search terms that might match my question. My question today is pet therapy effective in children with depression? So I'll type in pet therapy. It's going to also suggest terms such as animal-assisted therapy. Also put in depression. So put in child. Search. Okay, I get 14 results. You'll notice I'm using and. This looks for terms that are combined. If I were to use or, change it here. Do the search again. I get more terms than I know what to do with. So we'll change it back to and. I really would like to see if there's more than 14. Perhaps I've been too narrow in my search, so I'll take out this last part of children. Okay, 116 is a little bit better. But still more than I want to go through, so I will scroll down here and look at my sidebar and see what I can do to narrow it down. I do not want to do full text. This is free full text. Since I'm affiliated with a university library, I can get more than free full text. So we'll leave that alone. I'm also going to leave the date alone because I just want to see what's out there right now. I am going to narrow it down to academic journals. And also English. I can also narrow it down by geography, which doesn't always work, gender, age, publisher, and publication. So I click on age. It doesn't give me all the results, so I'll show more. I did mention children. So we'll say all child because we want just not school age, but also adolescents and infants. Update. So it's down to 11, and it might be the 11 of the 14 that I had earlier, but I like to be thorough. This second one looks pretty good, so I'm going to click on it for more information. We'll see this is a journal article. It's a case study. It's in English. It's from American Family Physician. And these are the main subjects of the article. Here's the abstract. Tells me a little bit more about it. You can also see that it's peer-reviewed, double-blind. It's affiliated with the USA. So let's say I want full text to this article. I can click on Find It at UIC. Says it's available online, and I can click on either of these two links to get the PDF. Something else I want to draw your attention to, if we go back to the article for a moment, is if you would like to cite the article. So if I just click on Cite and scroll down, here's the APA citation. Keep in mind these are not always correct, so you still need to double check them against your manual. Back to my result list and see what else is available out there. If most of these seem relevant, I know I've done a good search. Sometimes I might have to do several searches just to get articles that I want. You will not do just one search and get everything you need with that. So when I say pet therapy, it might not mean what I'm thinking when I look for a journal. Human-animal resilience therapy, antepartum high-risk pregnancies. That was not what I meant when I said children. So it helps to look through them all and maybe see if there's a certain term that's popping up a lot that you might want to add to your search or take away from your search. Editorials are fine, but they might not necessarily help you with your research. It's technically an article in a peer-reviewed journal, but it's generally an opinion and not based on rigorous research. So in conclusion, we've gone over a brief search in CINAHL. We've talked about identifying search terms, finding full text, citing your article, and we've gone over limiters. Thank you for your time.